Hey, what's up, guys? Coming up with a video. Today I'm going to do a new what if there. This is what if Naruto had two sisters there. And mostly it's kind of similar with Naruto having a brother and sister there. Mostly for the Naruto having a brother and sister, it didn't do pretty well there. So, technically, this is a mostly I'm gonna do this one over the other one. So technically, we have to start off with um, the night when the Nine Tails attacks the Hidden Leaf Village there. When the nine the night when the Nine Tails attacks the Hidden Leaf Village there. Um, technically, we see Naruto actually was announced to be the fourth Hokage there, like in the original series. But also we see Kushina there actually was going to give birth to uh, a son, or technically to a boy and two girls there. So mostly she was going to give birth to a boy and two girls there. Um, mostly, um, mostly she goes to uh, Nimato there. Um, she's saying that Minato was actually telling her about the Hokage drop there. She's like, and he's like, I have some pretty good news, Kushina and stuff like that. And she's like, wait, what is it, Minato and stuff. And then she's like, well, technically, I was announced to be the fourth Hokage there. She's like, oh, that's great there. And she's like, I had some pretty big news also. She's like, well, she's like, I'm pregnant there. And she's like, wait. Yamato was like, wait, he's like, I'm pregnant there. I'm pregnant with the triplets there and stuff like that. And he's like, wait, I'm going to be a father there? And then she's like, oh, I'm going to be a mother there and stuff like mostly she does in the original series. So when the Nine Tails is gonna attack the before the Nine Tails attacks, it's gonna be in the or yeah yeah when the Nine Tails attacks the Leaf Village there, we see uh, Kushina actually gave birth to a boy and two girls there. So mostly she gave a birth to a boy and two girls there and stuff like that. So, mostly, the boy's name will still be Naruto there, so Naruto will still keep his name. For the two girls there, um, the oldest girl will be named Aruko there, so mostly Aruko will be the oldest girl, or the oldest, yeah, she will be the oldest there. The oldest one will be Aruko there. The middle one, um, the second girl there will be Naruto. I'm going to bring Naruto back from my What If Naruto Had a Sister there. I'm going to bring her back there, so that will be her name. So, mostly the night there and stuff like that. Technically, the Max Man takes Kushina into into the thing there, and she mostly stranded up with chains there. And then he's like, well, technically he does the thing there first, where it takes Naruto, and Ruko, and then Nimato's like, he's like, and then he's like, these are your brats, right, fourth Hokage, and stuff, and then Nimato's like, bring that, he's like, get them back there and stuff like that. He's like, you bastard and stuff, and then mostly throws them. He's like, yeah, you could have them back there, and then seeing them all three of them doing, he's like, Naruto, 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 and Naruto. And then mostly snatches them all three. Their paper bombs exploded there and stuff like that. And then then he takes them away there and stuff like that. And mostly, technically, the Max Man takes Kushina into the forest there and mostly chains her up there. She's like, "What do you want there?" He's like, "I want something that's gonna be out of you there." And stuff like that. He's like, "Come on out, Nine Tails." So technically Nine Tails like, ah, and then mostly mostly Kushina is technically weak there. She's technically fucking weak there. Um, she's mostly weak there because she mostly had birth with like triplets there. Mostly she was more weakened like in the original story there, but mostly the Nine Tails comes out of Kushina there, and mostly she technically got the Nine Tails technically extracted out of her and stuff, and then mostly most of the Max Man is going to control the Nine Tails there and attack the Leaf Village with the Nine Tails. So technically, he sends the Nine Tails to attack the Leaf Village there. Technically, the Nine Tails was technically wrecking up the stuff there and stuff like that. Nemoto takes Naruto, or takes Kushina, Naruto, and Naruto back to their place there and stuff. And then he's like, stay with her kids there. He's like, I have to do something there and stuff like that. And then she's like, and then Kushina's like, Naruto, and Aruko. She's like, I had it there and stuff like that. She's like, Nemoto, good luck there. So mostly Nemoto fights the Max Man there and wins there. So he fights the Max Man and wins there. Technically, he teleports the Nine Tails. So the Nine Tails there, he teleports the Nine Tails to him and his family there and stuff like that. So Kushina technically is holding the Nine Tails back with the chakra chains, or technically the chains there she has. she's like, I can't hold them for too long there, stuff like that. And then he's like, well, we can try to do something there, stuff like that. He's like, I have to do something there. He's like, I'm gonna seal the Nine Tails and our kids there. And then Kushina's like, no. He's like, those are our kids there. What are you trying to do, Nemoto? You're gonna give the Nine Tails to one of our kids there? You're crazy there. And then he's like, two of them know how to stop them and stuff like that. And then mostly he does the Reaper Death Seal there. He's like, Reaper Death Seal. And then mostly the Reaper Death Seal comes out and stuff like that. And then they get hit by the Nine Tails Claw there, and then Nemoto extracts the Nine Tails into, technically I'm going to say get him 50-50 there. So he extracts the Nine Tails into Naruto there and Naruto, but he tried to extract the Nine Tails into Aruka there, but technically he kind of failed there when they got stabbed. He's like, shit, I only can do 50-50 about this. He's like, well, two of our kids. He's like, I already got the 50-50 of the Nine Tails inside Naruto and Naruto. I couldn't get it inside of Ruko there. And he's like, and stuff like that. So technically they are wishing their kids there to be good, and mostly pay attention to your teachers there. Pay attention to your things. Like, mostly they told Naruto in the original series, but they also told Naruto and Naruto there. They say go find a woman like your mother there to Naruto, and they said find a guy like your father to Naruto and Aruko there. But they're also saying some extra to Aruko there, saying watch over your brother and sister. That's all you have. So technically they die off there, and mostly they die off there, and then we go into a time skip there. So we go into the time skip there, where technically all three of them are in the academy there. Mostly the parent of it will be Aruko there. Aruko will be the older sibling, watching over Naruto and Naruto there. She mostly watches them over and stuff like that. But the villagers are looking as Naruto and Naruto as demons there. They're looking at Naruto and Naruto as demons there. They were looking them away, looking them as demons there and stuff like that. And mostly, and then they kind of feel sorry for Ruko. They're like, oh, poor girl. She has to raise both of those demons there. And then mostly she has that Kushina type of madness in her. She's like, what do you say, lady? She's like, and stuff like that. She's like, that's my brother and sister. She's like, that's my brother and sister there. You better back off and stuff like that. she's like, I will protect them there. And so, what do you say that, lady? And then she's like, oh shit, and stuff like that. And mostly she was mostly protected there and stuff like that. Mostly for the bullies there. Technically, mostly for the bullies there. Technically, Naruto beats up the bullies there if he sees Naruto and Naruto and Aruka getting picked on. Or, well, technically Naruto getting picked on there. Technically, Naruto beats up the bullies when Naruto gets picked on, and when they both get picked on, Aruko beats them up there. She's like, stay away from my brother and sister there, and stuff like that. And mostly for chakra control there, I mostly might say Naruto and Naruto actually have the most chakra control there because they both have the nine tails there. So they both have the nine tails there. They have like technically even amount of chakra there. So they technically have even amounts of chakra there and stuff like that. Ruko might have a little bit less of chakra there because she doesn't really have the nine tails. She just has just regular chakra there and stuff like that. So technically her chakra base might be a little bit weaker in Naruto and Naruto's, but she still has a lot of chakra there because Uzumaki still have a lot of chakra there. So that's what that's what they actually did there with the chakra control there. Mostly for the training there, I think Aruko technically trains Naruto and Naruto how to walk on water, how to walk on trees there. I think she mostly will teach them how to do all those basic steps there when they're in the academy and stuff. Mostly when they have spar matches there, generally Aruko technically wins more fights in Naruto and Naruto there, but technically because they have a lot of training with their older sister there, technically, they do have a lot of training with their siblings there and stuff like that, and they have more training there. Technically, they might win a couple fights here. Naruto might actually win a couple more fights there, maybe beat him at Sasuke a couple times there and stuff like that. Same with Naruto there and Aruko. Mostly Aruko might win more fights in Naruto and Naruto there, but she can get it done there and stuff like that. And mostly for the pranks there, I'm gonna say Naruto and Naruto get in trouble more, and Aruko doesn't really get in trouble at all. Mostly painting the stone monuments and stuff like that. I might see that happening. Where Naruto and Naruto were technically painting the stone monuments and mostly pissing off the villagers, and Aruko busts their asses. She's like, both of you get down here. She's like, why are you painting the stone monument? They're like, Aruko, you're no fun. And stuff like that. I might see that happening with that there. And mostly that's where technically the what if ends there. So, yep. Comment, rate, and response to videos. We like the videos. Please subscribe. Hit the bell notification once it uploads. Comment, response to videos. Bye for now. And peace.